I regret buying a $100,000 car.
So I purchased a Range Rover Sport about a year ago, and I am regretting the purchase.
What's a bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
Buying a car.
The worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving.
Before I got this car, I thought I was upgrading my life, but
Buying a Mercedes at 19 was probably the worst financial decision I've ever made.
Dude, my freaking car, it is broke.
I regret buying a $100,000 car. Here's what I wish I did instead. I bought a brand new 2007 Lexus LS 460L for $86,000. And after taxes, interest, and accessories were added, the car cost $100,000. It lost 20% of its value the day I drove it off the Johnson Lexus lot. It lost another 20 through 30% of its value over the next 2 to 3 years. Kelley Blue Book says it's worth $7,500 today. Instead of making this mistake, I wish I had purchased a $5,000 to $6,000 car and paid cash for it.
The worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving. And it's not the car itself. Like, I literally love this car. I can't imagine myself driving anything else. It's the fact that I have car payments, which is so stupid. It literally makes me sick thinking about it. I wish we would have just waited like a year and maybe saved up like $20,000 in cash and bought a used car, because purchasing a brand new car was so dumb. Not only did it lose value like the second we drove it off the lot, but now we're paying interest payments on top of that. And this car is already 2 years old. Like, it was only brand new for like 5 minutes, so might as well have bought a used car. But at least I learned that lesson in my early 20s so that I never do that again in my life.
What's a bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
Buying a car.
Like a new car or old car?
New car. Buying a new car is the worst decision I ever made, bro.
Why would you say that?
Because the moment you leave out the lot, you lose. It depreciates, bro.
Yeah, what car was this that depreciated on you as soon as you drove off?
A Jag.
A Jag?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody gets a Jag.
Well, everybody gets a Jag. Well, I don't know about everybody, but I mean, when I first got mine, I was just like, it was a childhood dream. You know what I mean? Coming from nothing, and it was like, oh, I need to get this. I need to get this. But when you really sit back and you look at it, like, you did this and you paying for this, and ain't nobody gonna notice. You know what I mean? You still stuck with that note.
Yeah.
They gonna still push their hootie or whatever, but you still worried about, hey, how I'm gonna pay this $700 or $800 a month. You know, not saying I'm paying that, but people do. You know what I mean? Like, I got homeboys that pay $1,300, $1,400 for a truck. Ain't nowhere in here.
What kind of truck?
They got dualies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's big boy. They toting boats, houses, cars, everything.
Right.
But I ain't paying that much. Hell no.
before I got this car, I thought I was upgrading my life, but and don't get me wrong, like, it's a beautiful car. Nobody really talks about what comes with it, though. The way people treat you changes, and it's not always in a good way. Some people start acting weird, almost like they feel intimidated by you or something. Like, on top of that, you can't even move the same anymore. Like, with my Honda, I could park anywhere and not think about it twice. But with this Benz, oh, I gotta think about where I park, if it's gated, like if somebody's watching my car, all that. I'm not just leaving my car anywhere like that I can't see. It's like, yeah, you upgrade, but you gotta move different.
Okay, so let me put y'all on real quick. So back during the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I bought not only one, but two motherfucking high-end luxury cars. I got a BMW and a Range Rover. And looking back, I could really slap the fuck out of myself if I'm just being honest. Not because I couldn't afford it then or now, but because I'm no longer trying to keep up with chasing the look. You feel me? I really wasn't thinking long term when I bought these dumb investments. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's really nothing cute about being stuck with two high-end ass car notes. I promise you that. Especially when it's a depreciating asset. But forget the situation. Here's the lesson. If you're gonna get a higher end car, lease it. Do not finance it for 6 to 7 years just to be stuck in a car note that you no longer really want. Then you can't sell it without taking a hit. Cause this is the thing, when I bought my cars, y'all know everything was overpriced during motherfucking pandemic. So not only am I in a hole with two vehicles, you get what I'm saying? It's just like they're not even worth it for what I'm paying on them. They really don't hold their value. Like, they lost their value so motherfucking quick. It's crazy. I mean, unless you got money and you just like, fuck it, you don't care, and you just want to, you know what I'm saying, blow your money on a vehicle, do you by any means. But for me, I feel like if I would have leased my cars, leasing would have gave me a way better out. You get what I'm saying? Because I would still be whatever I want to be in, and it would be brand new. I'm 30 now, so clearly my goals just look different for myself, if I'm just being honest with you all. I don't really care about people seeing me look wealthy. I want to be wealthy. Real assets, real money in the bank, real investments, all that good shit. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting a luxury car, just pause for a moment. I'm not here to kind of like push you away from what you want to do. I'm here to just simply give you a better understanding of where you should put your money or how to utilize your money when purchasing a brand new high-end luxury car, so you don't feel like how I feel. Always remember, fix your credit first and make sure your money is always working for you. If you need help fixing your credit, I got you. That's my lane. I've been doing that. Give me the word credit and let's get your profile looking all the way together. Honestly, I made the mistake so y'all don't have to.
What's the worst financial decision you ever made in your life?
The worst financial decision I made was I bought a real expensive car and I didn't even have a house. People, do not spend more than $80,000 on a car and you don't even have a house, because the car depreciates the moment you take it off the lot. Invest in stocks, invest in real estate, save your money. That's how you do it. That was my worst decision.
Okay, what car was this?
It was a Dodge something. I can't even remember what
Like
it
a
was.
Charger?
Yeah, it was like something like that. Yeah, real expensive car, wasn't worth it, bad investment.
Buying a Mercedes at 19 was probably the worst financial decision I've ever made. I started my job at 18 and I decided to treat myself to my first car. A 2014 Mercedes A180. I didn't know much about cars when I was buying my car. We didn't even have a family car. I thought it would be a good idea for me to spend a little bit more on a nicer car that will last long. Unfortunately, I was wrong because it's caused me too much of a financial burden. The upfront price tag was quite steep and I think I did get a little bit scammed by the dealership. They didn't even give me the logbook when I bought the car to go into back and forth arguments with the dealership. Red flag number one. Even though it had an AA guarantee, it started having little problems. When I did my car's first MOT, it failed, and getting the MOT fixed cost me like £800. That's not even including insurance. I think the first year of insurance for me was 2.7k, and now it's at like 1.1k a year. But it's my first year of insurance was nearly £3,000, which I don't even know how I managed to like do that, because me right now, the way I am, I'm absolutely like, I would not do that. I lived at home with my mum, so my priorities were different. I do think that if I hadn't wasted my time buying a Mercedes, I'd be way financially better off. Problem after problem, when I think I'm done paying the monthly fee of my car and paying all the insurance fees, my car decides to break down on my way to see family. I literally had to be rescued by one of my best friends in the middle of the night outside of London. It was so scary. To make it worse, the time that this happened couldn't have been the worst time, because I had just started the process of buying my new flat and I needed all the money I could get because the legal fees are steep. So when I knew there was a bill incoming, I had to brace myself. I was not financially ready for that. I was the final straw. So I am deciding to sell my car. I'm done with it. So if I could go back to when I was 19, I would get a cheap car that I viewed back then as ugly, but one that's reliable, one that has passed every single MOT, completely green, no amber, low mileage. I will say though, my car came with a 12-month AA guarantee, but lessons are to be learned.
One topic that I have been meaning to talk about my car finance, and I just want to start being open now about how much I owe, how much I originally owed, and how much I've got left, and how much I've paid so far. I'm trying to correct my wrongs. Obviously, like, I knew that this was going to be this financial debt that I'm in with my car. So let's talk numbers. Let me tell you guys how much I owe, how much is left, and let's just go from there. So the car is worth about 4,000, 3,000 pounds, I would say. If I were to buy this car, it is honestly just worth around 4,000. This car has cost me 10,000 pounds. I know it's really bad. I know it's really bad. I have managed to like pay at least 5,000, 10,000 pounds. I signed that contract 3 years ago and took this car on finance. The car is not worth 10,000, guys. Like I said, I think I am halfway. I have paid about 5,000 already of this car, and I still have 5,000 left to go. I do want to get to the point where I can save up like a chunk of money and then like just pay off as quickly and as fast as I possibly can.
Millions of car owners in America are losing it. No one saw it coming. Millions of Americans are buying cars and then they start regretting it. They are going for new cars, and the moment that car leaves the lot, its value depreciates. You go buying $100,000 car, and yet you don't even have a house. Surely, like really, you need to set your priorities right. A car should not be your first investment. Actually, it should be an investment after you already have a home. Because anytime you can be homeless, will you be living in a car? Anyway, those are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts and reactions about this topic? I'd love to read them in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.